Big news is coming from the United States that has grabbed the global attentions, including those of Indians who are living there and their families back home. United States President Donald Trump, much talked about law called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, is making headlines not just for immigration and border policies but also because it impacts how much tax people are going to pay when they are sending money overseas. And here's the good news for everybody out there. The remittance tax has been slashed to just 1%. That means it's down from the originally proposed 5%, which had sparked panic among the Indian workers and NRIs. So let's break it down in simple terms. If you're living and working in the US, whether on H-1B visa, a green card or any temporary visa, you must send money back home, right, to India just to support your family. You were about to face a big, huge tax of 5% on every transaction. Imagine sending $10,000 and losing $500 just in taxes. But now, thanks to changes in the bill, that tax is brought down to a much more manageable 1%. Now, for most people, that's a massive relief. But here's an interesting twist. This 1% tax won't apply to all types of money transfers. If you send money through your bank account, your debit cards or credit cards issued in the US, you're in the clear. No remittance tax at all. The tax only applies if you're sending money through cash, money orders or cashier's checks. So, the smart move? Use bank transfers and skip the tax entirely. This isn't just about personal money, by the way. It's actually a pretty big deal for the Indian economy. Did you know that India is the #1 country in the world for receiving money from abroad? In 2024 alone, Indians living overseas sent home a whopping $129 billion, with massive 28% of that coming from the United States. Families in states like Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh heavily rely on this particular money for everything, from buying homes to paying for education, medical bill and daily expenses. The Indian community in the US is also huge. As of 2023, around 2.9 million Indians were living in the United States, making them the second largest immigrant group over there. So when policies like this change, they directly impact millions of families, both in the US and back home. Now, what's happening with this bill overall? Let's delve into that story. The One Big Beautiful Bill is not just about remittance tax. It's a joint package that includes money from the US military, funds for expanding the border wall, and stricter immigration and deportation measures. It also cuts budget from programs like Medicaid, which helps low-income families with health care, and green energy projects. Now, this has created a political storm in Washington, with even some Republicans fighting against parts of the bill. And it's even getting juicier. Well, the bill has caused a massive public fight between Trump and billionaire Elon Musk. Musk called the bill utterly insane and warned that it could lead to millions of Americans losing their jobs. He's really furious about the deep spending cuts and the overall direction of the bill. Despite all this drama, Trump managed to push the bill through a key Senate vote, just barely, with 51-49 votes. The next big step is a full Senate discussion, and Trump is pushing harder to get it passed before July 4th, America's Independence Day.